Dr. David Hawkins, you are a specialist in the narcissistic personality disorder. You make an incredible tie to sometimes that emotional abuse, often that comes with it. Uh, what about the person that is kind of clicking on here because they think maybe my spouse, maybe my husband, for example, is a narcissist? What are the signs to look for to go, yeah, that's probably a big clinical step that you've just realized because that's what's going on? What are we looking for?
Well, we're looking for her feeling overpowered. Narcissism and emotional abuse is the abuse of power and control. So, is this a woman who feels voiceless, who feels powerless? Does she feel that she has a sense that he has superiority over her? Marriage is a place where two people feel safe in sharing anything with each other. Does she feel safe? Does she feel that she can share any concern she has to him? And if not, there's real problems.
Yeah, and so it's voicelessness and a sense of powerlessness. And you're saying those are the two things that the kind of the twin engines that drive this syndrome of the narcissistic personality disorder coupled with that emotional abuse in the home. That's what you're looking for?
I would add to that, Dr. Parrott. I would say what's happening with him. These men they're little boys emotionally, so they're emotionally immature. They can't handle criticism, and so they have to be in control at all times. So you
Hmm.
can only imagine that over time, she finds that she cannot bring any concern about him to him. So problems mount up, they mount up. She becomes more voiceless, more depressed, more discouraged, and the imbalance just continues. And as you can tell, the relationship begins to dissolve and disintegrate.
And
Tragic.
yes, and that she's probably riddled with anxiety and insecurity as a result
Absolutely.
of that. And so, what does she do? She's got to get help. What does she do to make that happen?
So you were putting a lot on her shoulders, Dr. Perry, but what she has to do, as with any problem, she has to get information. And there's a lot out there, but there's a lot of misinformation out there. Much of the information out there on narcissism and emotional abuse says two things that are really troubling. One, run for your life. We don't prescribe that. The second is stay and pray. It'll all be fine if you just submit and if you just go along with his concerns. Both are extreme positions. Both just perpetuate the problem. So she's got to find really, really good help. And Dr. Parrott, that is hard to come by, but it's out there. We're
Yeah,
growing, and the
yeah.
number of clinicians learning about this is thankfully growing.
So she's going to have to do some digging to find that
Well,
specialist in her area that can help her. And we're saying her because the vast majority of narcissists that emotionally abuse are men. What's the number on that?
90% of abuse victims are women and 10% are men. More and more men are being emotionally abused as well, but it's predominantly a male issue of perpetrating abuse.
Dr. Hawkins, thanks for your wisdom.
All right, thank you.